Good morning. My name is Reverend Dr. Jeff Hood. It is a beautiful day outside. Um, Interesting day to be thinking about hell, the execution chamber. I want to begin by talking about my experiences with Arthur Brown. Over a week and a half ago, Arthur asked me to join him in Texas execution chamber as he was being executed. In that moment, I was able to experience briefly what those final moments were like. Of course, I didn't experience it to the level in which Arthur experienced it. But I was able to see what it looked like to talk to someone for an hour before they died. I was also able to see what it looked like for someone to be placed on a gurney, for poison to be pumped into their veins until they were dead. I was also party to watching people watch this happen. Some with almost joy to see it happening. Others with a hollowness, a dispassion about them. All of that, those occurrences were shocking. But one of the more shocking parts of this whole experience was those who worked at the prison, the guards, the secretaries, the chaplains, various officials. I consistently got asked, is he saved? Is Arthur Brown saved? And I remember being so taken aback that people kept on asking that question. Because I consistently responded, no, Arthur Brown isn't saved. Arthur Brown isn't saved from, this. Yeah. I mean, you're going to kill him. No, he's not saved. And people kept on talking about hell, and do you think he's going to hell or heaven? And all of these types of asking for all sorts of prognostications. And I began to realize in that moment that, hell as a metaphor for being separated from God was right there. It was that execution chamber. It was that cell a couple of feet from the execution chamber in which someone is tortured, mentally and spiritually tortured, waiting for their execution. So, as I have thought about my beliefs about hell in recent days, I've realized that the execution chamber is hell on earth. It is complete and total separation from God. What else could we call it? You're pumping someone's veins full of poison. You're strapping them to a gurney. You are forcing people to participate in all of this. I think that Jesus experienced a similar hell during his execution when he screams out, my God, why have thou forsaken me?" There is a separation from God that exists in that moment. Do I believe in a literal hell? Absolutely. I believe that it is the execution chamber of Florida, Texas, Oklahoma, Alabama, and a number of other states. Hell is our execution chamber. So to answer the question, is Arthur Brown saved? Well, was he saved from our execution chamber? I do believe that God took him out of that space and that now Arthur is wrapped in the loving arms of God. And I believe that those whom we execute are wrapped in the loving arms of God. And it is us who are left here, who are perpetuating the death penalty, who are perpetuating the use of the execution chamber, who live in hell. It is us who are separated from God. Those who have gone on are wrapped in the loving arms of God. Amen.